What's up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of 101 Sports and Cards. I'm Nathan Holloway, and with me, Jared Josh.
What's up?
We're starting the NFL, where the first week of the season, one game was announced. The Packers will play the Eagles in Brazil in Week 1. It will be on Friday, for whatever reason. The Jaguars extended Josh Allen to a 5-year, $150 million contract extension. And I will give my final mock draft next week, because the draft is like 2 weeks away. So I will give my mock draft next week. Out of the association, Giannis avoided an Achilles injury last night. He did injure his left hamstring, and he is going to be out the rest of the regular season, which is 3 games. And he's questionable for the first round of the playoffs, which start in about a week. Karl Anthony Towns and Trae Young are nearing returns for both of them teams. Trae Young could play tonight. Cat is more than likely going to be back, possibly Sunday for the final game of the regular season, or he will be back for the start of the playoffs. Anthony Edwards dropped a career-high 51 points last night. Sabonis' double-double streak finally ended at 61 straight. Vince Carter and Chauncey Billups are going to be enshrined in the Hall of Fame class of 2024. You have nothing to say about Vince.
Yeah, it's about time.
This is his first year eligible. That's what people were saying the last like 20 years of his career. It's about time you retire. You played like his whole life he's played. Seems like his whole life he was in the NBA. Dude didn't know when to hang it up. So, of course, the regular season ends on Sunday. The play-in starts next Tuesday. So right now, we're going to go through the standings. Each team has about 3 games left. Of course, there's a big game tonight. We're recording before it happens, but the Nuggets and the Timberwolves play tonight. That could end up being for the 1 seed in the West. In the Eastern Conference, of course, Celtics have won the conference. The 2 seed is the Bucks. They're only a game up on the Knicks right now. I saw New York, and I want to say the Yankees. I've been watching too much baseball. The Knicks are in third, a game back. Of course, they could easily pass, because, the Bucks are really nothing without Giannis, unless Dame just decides to actually show up for the first time this year. The Magic are 2 games back of the Bucks, 1 game back of the Knicks in the 4 seed. They are tied with the Cavaliers, but they have the tiebreaker. And then the Pacers hold the 6 seed. They are a half a game back of the 4 seed and only a game ahead of the Sixers, who are in the 7 spot. The Heat are a game and a half back of the Pacers for the 6 seed to not be in the play-in. And the Bulls and the Hawks have both clinched the 9 and 10 seeds. They're a game apart from each other, but they will play each other in the first round of the play-in. Because either way, they're going to be a 9 or 10. So do you see anybody catching the Pacers? Do you see the Sixers or the Heat catching the Pacers and passing? No. With 3 games left. I honestly see the 76ers passing them and becoming the 6th seed. I believe that with Embiid back, they're the better team. I also see the Knicks becoming the 2 seed. It doesn't really matter, though, because the East runs through Boston. In the Western Conference, the Timberwolves, Nuggets, and Thunder have all clinched a playoff spot, along with the Clippers and the Mavericks. So they're all in the regular playoffs. The Timberwolves and Nuggets are tied atop the West. Of course, tonight, big game between them. The Thunder are a game back. The Clippers, 4 games back. And then you have Dallas, who's more than likely going to be the 5 seed. They're 2 games back. The Clippers, the 4 seed. The 6 seed is the Pelicans. They are a game ahead of the Suns. They're 2 games ahead of the Kings, 2.5 games ahead of the Lakers, and 3 games ahead of the Warriors. So, of course, the Suns, Kings, Lakers, and Warriors. The West is set. These are the teams that are going to make it. The Rockets were officially eliminated. They tried. Yeah, they tried. But unfortunately, I don't know why I'm saying unfortunately. Thankfully, they're not going to make it. Because if the Spurs can't make it, the Rockets can't make it. Screw Houston. Just go through that. Yeah. So right now, the 7 through 10 seeds, do you see anybody passing the Pelicans? I'm going to say no. I think the Pelicans are the better team of anybody that's in the play-in. I thought the Kings were. The Kings have kind of fell off over the last few weeks. I believe the play-in stays the same with Phoenix, Sacramento, LA, and then Golden State. Yeah. Which would set up a great play-in first game between the Lakers and the Warriors.
They used to battle each other in the championships. Now they're battling for each other for a chance.
Yeah. To even make it into the first round. Oh, what has changed? Other news from the NBA, there's not much. The last week of the season, who do you think should be MVP? I think it should be Luka. Yeah. Luke is leading the league in points. He's third in assists.
He has the best overall stats.
Yeah. Now, will it be? Probably not. Who knows? Defense player of the year should be Victor, but nobody's going to say that because they're all about Rudy Gobert. I can't wait till the NBA realize Rudy Gobert sucks. All right, baseball. The Orioles called up Jackson Holliday, of course, with that move they DFA'd Tony Kemp. Sad for Tony Kemp. He made a great play yesterday in their game. And then after the game, they were like, you know what? We have somebody better. Jackson Holliday will be watching his first at bat here in about 20 minutes. So, are you excited?
Yeah.
The Red Sox signed Cedeno Rafaela to an 8-year extension.
I love it.
He's been very good this season. Shea Langoliers had 3 home runs against the Rangers last night. Who would have expected this? My boy Shea finally coming through. By the way, the Athletics still have a better record than the Houston Astros. Think about that. The Astros, talking about the Astros, they placed Framber Valdez on the IL with elbow inflammation. He's just one of a long list of pitchers who have been hurt this year. They called up their number 3 prospect, Spencer Arrighetti, who will be starting tonight. Never even heard of him. You heard of him? No. Ari Perez and Shane Bieber are both going to undergo Tommy John surgery, so they're going to be out the rest of the season. The MLBPA has gotten involved with baseball, saying that the pitch clock is the shortening of the pitch clock this year by like 2 seconds is to blame for all these injuries. What do you believe is to blame for all the injuries?
It's just those putting so much spin and everything on the ball anymore. They're talking on so much. I don't think 2 seconds is going to make a big difference in between a pitch. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's that, I think.
I'm going to say it's not the pitch clock. You cannot say the pitch clock. We didn't see this many last year, and they had the pitch clock. 2 or 3 seconds in between pitches is not going to hurt that much. Of course, Ari Perez was my NL Cy Young Award winner, so that's clearly it's not going to happen. Through the first few weeks of the season, the Yankees are a league best 10-2. The Dodgers lead the NL; they are 10-5. The Pirates have gotten off to one of their best starts in years. They're 9-3.
Every year.
Yeah. But I don't know. This Pirates team is actually somewhat decent. The only bad thing is David Bednar cannot close games. He got booed off the field yesterday. He has blown 3 of the 4 saves he has had this season, which is weird from a all-star last year. The Marlins are league worst 1-11. They finally got their first win of the season against the Cardinals last week. The Royals have won 5 straight. They sit second in the AL Central. Will Smith, Ryan McMahon, and Spencer Steer are the only batters batting over 400. Mike Trout and Tyler O'Neill both have 6 home runs to lead the league. Tyler O'Neill's been amazing for the Red Sox so far. Just another Cardinal that goes somewhere else and actually plays good. Spencer Steer and Teoscar Hernandez both lead the league with 15 RBIs, and the Red Sox have a team best 1.79 ERA, including Tanner Houck, who has a 0.00 ERA in his first 2 starts of the year.
This good. If you look at their pitching staff,
their pitching staff's trash, but it's worked. Their worst pitcher so far
is Brian Bell.
Yeah, and he was supposed to be their best.
It's also like 15 games in, but
True.
Go Red Sox.
Elway, of course, hit a home run, 450-foot home run the other night, and had an inside the park home run in the same game. He is also terrible defensively. We're just going to go ahead and say that. I saw a stat yesterday that what he's on track for, like on track for everything, and the errors stood out. That right now, with how many errors he's had this season, he's on track for like 68 errors this season. If that continues to be how he plays the rest of the year, which would be. I'm pretty sure he would replace Bo Bichette as the worst defensive shortstop in the league. Talking about Bo, he finally got a hit. Finally hit a home run as well. He was batting under 120 before last night's game. Do you have anything else? Baseball. All right, college basketball. UConn took down Purdue 75-60 in the national championship. Of course, they're the first repeat champions since the 2007 Florida Gators. Zach Edey won back-to-back Player of the Years. Be prepared to start flipping burgers at McDonald's, buddy, because you're not going to make it in the league. John Calipari left Kentucky to become the Arkansas head coach. What are your thoughts on this? You leave a blue blood in Kentucky who's had so much. They have a great history. Now, they haven't had a great history in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, the best team so far in this 21st century, is UConn. And they've won 6 titles in the last 25 whatever years, so a few years back in the 90s, but I mean, they have the most championships of any blue blood, so UConn is a blue blood. But I was very surprised that Calipari left. Of course, Arkansas had a vacancy because Eric Musselman left to become the USC head coach. I love this move. Eric Musselman's a great coach. He had a very bad team this year in Arkansas, basically because everybody from the last few years went to the NBA.
Yeah.
For him to move to USC, and with USC being able to get some top recruits, I mean, USC isn't as good as they used to be. But, and of course, Bronny won't be there. He entered the draft and the portal, just in case he doesn't actually get drafted, which he probably won't. And also,
Isaiah Collier.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Isaiah Collier declared for the draft. But USC's still a very good team, so I like this move for Musselman. I just don't get why Calipari would leave to go from Kentucky to Arkansas. Like, Arkansas is at the bottom of the SEC. Kentucky's at the top.
Yeah, different scenery. Yeah.
I mean, he did say that Kentucky and himself needed a different voice. But, I mean, Kentucky fans are more than likely happy because they've not been happy with Calipari the last few years. Especially since they haven't made it out of the first or second round since, 2019.
Yeah.
Now, on to other sports, Akshay Bhatia, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, won the Valero Texas Open last week. Of course, that is his second career win on the PGA Tour. And he gets an automatic bid into this weekend, which that is not right. It is not the Maters. Man, just spelling's terrible.
Tomato!
Yeah. The Masters is this weekend. Scotty Scheffler is the odds-on favorite. He's a very heavy favorite. He's actually the most favorited by Las Vegas to win the Masters since Tiger Woods during his run. So, do you think... You taking Scotty or the field?
The field.
I'm taking Scotty. Scotty's been the best golfer all year. It wouldn't surprise me to see a live guy come and win. Of course, last year's champion, John Rahm, now with live golf, so you never... What I will be paying attention to is Tiger Woods.
Yeah, which he sucks.
Phil Mickelson, of course, and the first round being absolutely terrible tomorrow. Of course, it starts on Thursday. First round is supposed to be wind gusts of up to 40 miles per hour and a chance of thunderstorms. So the first round of the Masters, probably not going to finish tomorrow. Just going to throw that out. William Byron won at Martinsville in what is Hendrick's 40th year in the sport. Of course, they basically dedicated their 40-year anniversary to Martinsville because of what happened in the plane crash. They also got their first career 1-2-3 finish at Martinsville with Byron, Chase Elliott, and then Kyle Larson. Too bad Bowman couldn't be as good. Texas is this weekend. Who wins?
Kyle.
I'm going to go with Truex. Max Verstappen won the Japanese Grand Prix. Who would have thought? You know, I was going to watch it. It was on late. It was on at midnight. I was up. I was playing the show. Got the notification from ESPN. Yeah, watch the Japanese Grand Prix. I was going to watch it. I didn't. Because I knew this was going to happen. This happens every week. IndyCar and F1 are not... Of course, IndyCar hasn't been on since whenever. They both get another week off. They're both back next Sunday, April 21st. Do you have anything else?
No.
We're going to keep it very short because not a lot's going on. Baseball is going on. That's about it. The NBA playoffs. Of course, we will give our NBA playoff predictions next week. Be prepared for that. Also, I will give my mock draft. So next week, expect a longer episode. March Madness was great. My bracket did not end up great. Yours did. Of course, you had the champion. Overall, it was a really good March Madness.
Yeah. So, championship game was kind of blowout.
Yeah, but
I think
everybody expected that. The first half was competitive. The second half was not. I mean, Dan Hurley said that that's all they wanted to do was have Zach Edey score points and get nobody else involved. Zach Edey scored 62% of their points.
Yeah.
Nobody else got involved. And guess what? He wasn't a foul merchant. Whoever the refs were great. They didn't call a foul every damn time Zach Edey got in the paint. It's a miracle. Thank God we weren't using them dumb Big Ten refs. We're going to keep it short. Thank you guys for listening. Come back here next week. Peace.